Hi, welcome once again to the Mood Math and Science. With this lesson, we'll understand how to use Pythagoras Theorem to solve right angle triangle. Let's get into this question. Now, with this ladder, the ladder is 10 meters long and is leaning on a vertical wall. The first thing is to draw a vertical wall. I have my vertical wall. Definitely, my vertical wall must make an angle of 90 degrees to the wall. And the ladder leans on this vertical wall. So it leans on the vertical wall and must touch the ground floor. So a ladder 10 meters long. Now let's take the height of the length of the ladder. That's 10 meters long. Leans on a vertical wall x meters high. My vertical wall is x meters high. Let's label this triangle. This is A, B, and C. Now, the distance between the wall and the foot of the ladder is 2 meters longer than the height of the ladder. That is, the distance between the foot of this is the foot of the ladder and the wall here is what? 2 meters longer than the height of the ladder. If the height of that ladder is already x meters, that means this distance we're talking about will be 2 plus x. Now we have defined our triangle. Calculate the value of x. Now if you look closely, you see that what we use in this question will be Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem tells me that if I have a triangle this way, we'll name this side B, this side will be C, and this side will be my small a. If I have a triangle this way, the longest side, which is my b squared, will be equals to a squared plus c squared. Whichever way you name the triangle, the key to Pythagoras theorem is the length of the longest side. The square of that length is equals to the square of the is equal to the sum of the square of the two other lengths. So that we're saying that 10 squared will be equals to x squared plus 2 plus x all squared. So that 10 squared is already equals to x squared plus, let's open this triangle, this equation, 2 plus x into 2 plus x. So that 10 squared is equals to x squared plus 2 times 2, that's 4, 2 again times x, that will be plus 4x. Now, that plus 2x, plus 2x. X again times 2, that will be another 2x, and x times x, that will be x squared. So that my 10 squared will be equals to x squared plus x squared, that's 2x squared. Here is an x here. Here's another x squared here. Now, here is 2x plus 2x. That will be 4x plus 4. My 10 squared is obviously 100. 10 raised to the power 2, same thing as 100. Let's collect like terms. I have 2x squared plus 4x plus 4, here is 100. 100 comes to this side, will become minus 100. 4 minus 100, that's minus what? 96. Already, I have my quadratic equation. We'll be solving this quadratic equation, and I think the best method we should use is our factorization method. In case you missed the lesson, our lesson on factorization method, we've placed a link in the description below pointing to our lesson on factorization method. If you look closely at this, you have 2x using factorization, 2x squared will multiply minus 96. If 2x multiplies minus 96, obviously it will give us 192x squared negative. Now, what are the factors of 192x squared? That when you multiply them together, you have 192x squared. And at the same time, when you sum them up together, you have 4x. Now, you can put your biro on paper to solve for these factors. But I'm sure that minus 192x squared is the same thing as 16x times minus 12x. And if you sum 16x and minus 12x together, you obviously come to 4x. So we can replace 4x in this equation with 16x and minus 12x. So that my equation now becomes 2x squared plus 16x minus 12x minus 96 equals 0. Now this equals to 0 here. This should be equals to 0 if collected like terms. So that if you now factorize this, you have your 2x coming out. I have x plus 8. Then I have minus 12 coming out. I'll still have x plus 8. In case you have any gray area, please leave us a comment in the comment section. We'll be glad to respond to your comments. And also, we've placed a link in the description below to our lesson on factorization method, solving quadratic equation using factorization method. So that from here, we can conclude that 2x minus 12 into x plus 8 equals 0. If x plus 8 is equals to 0, x will be equals to minus 8. If 2x minus 12 is equals to 0, 2x will be equals to 12. We'll divide both sides by 2 so that my x now is equals to 12 over 2, which is equals to 6. Now, if you look at our both values for x, we have minus 8 and we have plus 6. We'll go with what? Plus 6. Because x is an height and it cannot be negative. So my x is equals to 6 meters. Thank you for staying with us. If this is your first time of coming in contact with our channel, please hit the subscribe button to ensure you get notified anytime we create such lessons as this. Thank you for staying with us.